Hey, this is Mark from Caliber Home Loans. I hope you had a great week. So let's take a look at the market over the last week, and really I'm going to go all the way back to March to show you that there hasn't really been a whole lot of changes in rate, but we'll get to that. So let's just dive right in. So this is this week's chart. So remember, this is a line that represents the price of the bond. As the price goes up, the yield goes down, and vice versa. So this is for today's chart. I'm sorry. So today's chart, the line went up, but the differential was very small. So the pricing didn't get any better during the course of the day. So let's take a look at the past week. So you'll see that we started the week and prices went up a little bit on Monday, which forces rates to go down a little bit. Pricing got better, and then the pricing dropped a little bit. But again, there isn't, and then there's this general climb to today. So we ended up 4.13 and started at 3.73. So pricing did get better. Rates came down a little bit during the course of the week, so that's good news. But again, the Fed is in there buying bonds every single day, so it's, they're trying to keep it evened out. So over the last month, you can see that there's some spikes based on when different. So over the last month, we started here at 103.56, and again, we're entering at 104.12. So an increase in price over the last month, which does decrease rates a little bit. So let's take a look all the way since March 18th. So you'll see that this is right around where the Fed started buying bonds. This is where the Fed started buying bonds, and so really, it's been pretty consistent. Now I know the range, it's just sitting somewhere between 103 and 105. It does go up and down, but the range has been pretty small, so rates have been extremely consistent. With everything else going on with the stock market going through these huge swings, up 600, down 600, the bond market, the mortgage-backed security market has been very consistent, and the 10-year has been very consistent. It popped over 0.7 for a day, and now I think today it's right around 0.64, so it's actually dropped. So again, it's of course the stock market's down 730 points today, but that really affected the government bonds more than the mortgage bonds, because again, with the Fed in there spending so much money to keep rates consistent, the rest of the news just isn't really having an effect. Next week is what we call jobs week. There's 3 different jobs reports coming out. We'll take a look at that real quick. So the news that we're going to look at is, on Wednesday, the ADP employment comes out. So this is weakness may lower rates. So if the numbers come out worse, it's good for rates. So weekless jobless claims. So they think there's going to be 1.3 million additional jobless claims. So in a perfect world, in a normal situation, if the number is higher, that's bad for the economy, so rates go down. If it's better than that, if less people make their jobless claims, then rates go up. And then the employment numbers, which actually usually come on Friday, but since Friday they're closed, the bond markets are closed for the 4th of July holiday. So it's going to come out on Thursday. That's usually the most important number. And, we think that it's going to be about 12.2% in unemployment, and payrolls to be about 3 million. So the deal is that we had that big surprise the last time, but the big deal is if the unemployment number is higher, then that's good for rates, because what's bad news on Main Street is good news for rates, and vice versa. So we'll just have to see what happens. But again, at the end of the day, the Fed just keeps plugging money into the system to keep the mortgage rates as balanced as possible. So I hope this helps a little bit. Next week's a short week, so we're open. For the most part, we're open, but all the banks are going to be closed and whatnot. I'll be available if anything comes up. I know that even though it's 4th of July weekend, people will be out looking at homes, want to get pre-approvals and whatnot. So if somebody needs something, give me a shout. 248-705-8431, and you have a great weekend.